Yo, what is up guys? Guido here, back again with another mini bike video. And in this mini bike video, I am going to be switching out my side cover bolts and going for a little cruise. Now for those that didn't see my mini bike revamp series, I revamped this whole entire bike. New cockpit, so I got new grips, new bars, new throttle cable, new twist grip, all that good stuff. I also added some chrome accessories to the motor here. Pretty much just retightened, refreshed this whole bike, went through it all, made sure it was all legit. I added some new chrome accessories, like I already said, like that chain cover. I got a new blower cover, and I also installed a brand new head. But other than that, just a whole little refresh and tune up pretty much on the whole entire bike. And when I did that, I installed these black oxide coated Allen head bolts here, and they look most definitely really cool. That's why I did it, of course. You can see I matched on the exhaust and also the valve cover, and I have no issues with those. But on these, I have issues with these coming out. They will not stay in there. They keep vibrating loose. Now, I've tried everything in the book, of course. I've used red permanent strength thread locker. I've also torqued these 10 to 15 inches more than what they're specified for the torque. Like, for example, if the torque spec is like 20 inch-pounds, I've tightened them to 40 inch-pounds. So I've tightened them even tighter than they're supposed to go. I've also installed lock washers so they would stop backing out, but I cannot fix this problem at all for some reason. They keep coming out, and the reason is because they're black oxide coated bolts. The compound, I believe, on these is a little bit harder and stronger than the stock stainless steel ones that were in here. So pretty much what's happening is, since these are a harder compound and the motor's vibrating and going crazy, of course, the vibration isn't really absorbing into the bolt, and it's pretty much just causing that bolt to slowly back out. I did some research, and that's what people are saying is the issue of this. They most definitely look cool, but I can't have that coming loose on me when I'm on a hood ride or something like that. That's just a big no-no. Like I said, they look cool, but it ain't gonna work for me. Now, like I said, I mainly just put them on there for the looks, of course, but I don't want that vibrating loose and, you know, having oil come out, and that's what's been happening. They've been vibrating loose just the slightest bit, and then you can see oil will start running out. And obviously I can't have that, and I've never had any problems, I guess, with the stock ones, so it's got to be these bolts here. Also, if you're having this issue as well, it can be because you're not using dowel pins for your side cover, so most definitely use those. I'm using all of them on this build. So it's kind of like one of those things. You can also safety wire these as well all together so they don't back out, but I don't really want to do this on that build, so I'm just going to simply swap over to my stock bolts that I had on here. All right, so the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do, just so it's a little bit easier to work on, you can see I have it on my jack here, so I'm going to go ahead and just jack this thing up. So you can see it's at a little bit better of a more eye level position here, so I can go ahead and take my clutch guard off here, and then I'll have access to all the bolts there. All right, gonna go ahead and take the clutch cover off. Just uses a 13 millimeter here for the bolts that hold it in to the actual motor. There's one, and then I have one more on the back underneath here. And just like that, my cover can come off. And then now what I'm gonna do, it's gonna be real quick and easy and simple. I'm not gonna go ahead and take all of this off just because there's no point. I'm just gonna individually swap out the bolts. So I'll just, you know, since you guys don't need to see this whole entire thing pretty much, I'll just do a few of them here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just loosen this one, clean up the threads on the new bolt pretty much, thread it in there with some, I'll probably put on some blue strength thread locker, and then torque it to spec, and then I should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and just loosen this first one here, and then I will thread in my new stock bolts that were originally in here, because I never had an issue with those. So I'm gonna clean up the threads on this one again, clean it up in there just in case there is some oil residue or anything like that. Gonna thread it back in again so I can get the oil and stuff off the threads. And now this one is ready for the new stock bolts. Just putting a little bit of thread locker on there, nothing too crazy, of course. Go ahead and thread it on in there. Just gonna do that kind of hand tight right now, and then I'll torque them all once I'm done. Go ahead and loosen up this one. This one right here, you can kind of tell it was leaking as well. All right, so you can pretty much see I I got 3 of them already done. I'm gonna go ahead and just do these other 3 off camera, and then we will go ahead and throw our clutch cover back on. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, since I have them all installed, I'm gonna go ahead and torque them down to 204 inch-pounds. All right, so you can see I have the side cover all installed, all tight, torqued to spec, ready to go. What I'm gonna go ahead and do, just because I haven't done it for a little while, I'm gonna go ahead and just oil this chain real quick and then lubricate my clutch. All nice and cleaned up there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and lubricate my clutch. Now you always want to go ahead and grease these clutches. I have tons of videos on how to do that, and my most popular one, of course, I'll go ahead and link up in the top right, but it shows you how to completely disassemble and grease your clutch. You always want to do that, of course, but in the meantime, while riding, I would say every other ride I would lubricate it. Pretty much what you do, might be kind of hard to see, but you go behind the clutch here and you pretty much put it right in between like where the snap ring is with like the shaft of the clutch. Just lubricate that. Don't lubricate it on like in the actual clutch area, because you don't want to get it on the pads and have it slip and stuff like that. And don't do too much of this, just like one little drop is perfect. And that's all it needs, is just one little drop, and that's good to go. Also, real quick, one more thing, I guess, before I get this thing back together. I'm just gonna go ahead and just check some of the bolts and nuts that come pretty loose real quick on these. You know, after a while of riding, some of these nuts and bolts that are on these motors will tend to vibrate loose a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just check the gas tank nuts here and the gas tank bolt there, along with my valve cover bolts, and then the ones holding on my header and my blower cover on the other side. And other than that, those are like the main key things that come loose on these motors. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure those are all tight, just good preventative maintenance, and then I can go ahead and install my clutch guard. All right, and I went over this whole entire bike and made sure everything was tight and copacetic and everything checks out. I went and threw on my chain guard real quick, and now what I'm doing is I'm topping it off with a little bit of oil since we were a little low. Now time to get this thing off the jack and go for a little cruise.